What is up? What is up? Welcome back to Free Will Tarot, y'all. If you are viewing this live stream from YouTube, do keep in mind you can always fast forward down below. Welcome back to Free Will Tarot, everyone. We're definitely about to do the Gemini and Cancerian collective readings tonight. It said, hello from Indiana. Hello, hello. Hope all is well. We are going to wait about 7 or 8 minutes for the Gemini collective to hop in to the collective reading, hop into the live stream. Thank you all for being patient with me. Cancerian here, okay. Yes, thank you for being patient with me for all the Cancerians out there. I will be starting your reading shortly after I end the Gemini collective reading. That'll be in about 30 minutes from now. Where's my Gemini collective? Any Geminis out there? Or any followers of mine with Gemini in their chart? Oh yes, Gemini collective reading, and also the Cancerian reading shortly after. If y'all are new here, definitely hit that follow button. I so appreciate you. If you are a returning follower, thank you all for all the love and support. I definitely appreciate it. Hum. We are going to continue shuffling until about 6 more minutes. 6 minutes from now. Give everyone some time to enter the live stream. Do I have any more Geminis out there? Hello, hello, hello. It doesn't necessarily mean, or not mean, but it doesn't have to be that y'all are strictly a Gemini. Maybe you have Cancerian signs somewhere in your chart. If so, thank you for all the Cancers out there for being patient with me. Oh yes. How's everyone doing tonight? I almost thought I froze there for a split second. Someone says Virgo. Okay, so Virgo collective reading will start in a half hour tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the Leo and Virgo reading. So definitely set an alarm for about 4 minutes ago if you want to be here for the live stream early, or 26 minutes from now if you want to make it on time for the Virgo collective reading tomorrow. No matter where you are located, if you have your alarm set for 4 or 5 minutes ago, or 26 minutes from now, you will definitely make it to the live stream. And if not, do keep in mind, I upload to my YouTube channel, Free Will Tarot. Same title, same logo. That way y'all won't miss out on the readings, even if you miss out on the live stream. Oh yes, Gemini Collective. We will start your reading in 3 minutes. And one more time, thank you all for being patient with me. To the Cancerians out there, shortly after I end the Gemini Collective reading, I will start your reading. Is everyone doing A-okay out there? Definitely have more folks tonight than I have in a little bit. 7 or 8. And it definitely varies from night to night. What is going on, Gemini Collective? Alrighty, 2 more minutes and we will get 3 more shuffles. And if y'all are sorry about that. If y'all are new here to how I do things here at Free Will Tarot, when I do the bridge shuffle, after I do the 3 shuffles, that is the signal to send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy in the comments so I can cut the deck. Oh yes. I do feel like if I was on the other end of a tarot reading, I would want some sort of way to like participate in the tarot reading, not just sitting back and watching, which obviously that can be enjoyable as well depending on the content of the reading or the content, maybe the personality of the reader per se. So yes, it's all for fun. Alrighty, we have 1 more minute. What does the Gemini Collective need to know moving forward? What can the Gemini Collective expect in the next week ahead? What does the Gemini Collective need to know moving forward for the next week ahead as I do weekly readings here at Free Will Tarot? About 38 after, we will get 3 more shuffles. Oh yes. What does the Gemini Collective need to know moving forward? There it is, 38 after. We need 3 more shuffles, y'all. A 1, a 2, a 3. Alrighty, y'all know what to do. And if you don't, I'll let you know. If you are new here and don't know how I do things here at Free Will Tarot, definitely send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy when I do the bridge shuffle so I can then cut the deck. Oh yeah, that was a pretty good bridge shuffle. There it is, and there it was. TWAS twas. Go ahead and send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety. I feel like I need to move this bad boy up. Yes. Oh yes. Go ahead and send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety through the comments so I can then cut this deck. Like I said, it's all for fun. Snippy snippy, cutty of the deck. Oh yes. If y'all are new here, definitely hit that follow button. I so appreciate you. If you are a returning follower, thank you all for all the love and support. Gemini Collective, let's go ahead and cut the deck, shall we? So we can get this reading started and ended in the next 20 minutes. Alrighty. Yeah. Alright. Gemini Collective. Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. Here is your situation. Here is the challenge. Here is, thank you for the rose, your person of interest. Here is the similarities or common ground between you both. Here is the possible outcome and or advice. Alrighty, do keep in mind, This is a collective reading, so it is not going to resonate with one specific person 100%. Do keep that in mind. That I will be using metaphors, examples of interpretations, right? So if I happen to say maybe you're in a band and you're focused on a creative project or some sort of creative project, it could be a puzzle. It could be, you know what I'm saying? Anything at all. As far as maybe you have a hobby making jewelry out of wire and crystals, that sort of thing, right? These are all good examples of a creative project. Do keep in mind, take what resonates, leave out the rest. If it does not 100% resonate or relate to your life circumstances. With that being said, Gemini Collective, we're starting your reading off with the Seven of Cups in the situation. This does tell me that maybe you're a little bit emotionally confused about where you stand with this person. Maybe you have a lot of options as to how to move things forward with them. Maybe you want to communicate with them in many different ways. Maybe you have many ideas as to like how to move things forward with them. No matter the case, my favorite example of this interpretation is when you go to the gas station looking for a Reese's peanut butter cup. It's like, I just want the 2 regular ones. Or maybe I'll look at the ones that are peanut butter and jelly filled. But then during Halloween, we have the pumpkin flavored. During Easter, we have the egg flavored, pumpkin flavored. That actually sounds not too bad, actually. Pumpkin flavored Reese's cups. Could I be predicting something? No matter the case, they have different shapes. The eggs during Easter, they have the pumpkin during Halloween. What else do they have? Christmas trees during Christmas. They all taste the same. Maybe one could argue that they don't taste the same because they're shaped differently, kind of like SpongeBob shaped macaroni and cheese. No matter the case, there's so many options. How can you just choose one? Right? There's even the Oreo, the cookies and cream, Reese's flavored. So many different kinds to choose from. I'm confused. And actually, that's one way to confuse a Gemini, is give them many options. In my study of the zodiac signs, I've learned what to do, to make them happy, and what not to do to make them happy, if that makes sense. Do this to make them happy. Don't do this if you want to piss them off. Let's put it that way. So yes, if you are trying to make a Gemini happy, don't give them a lot of options, right? Stick to a couple. What up, Jules? Hope all is well. Yeah, stick to a couple options with the Gemini. Don't give them too many options as to what to have for supper. Do you want to go to McDonald's? Do you want to get Pizza Hut? Do you want Domino's? Do you want Burger King? That's just going to confuse them. Like, I don't know. You just pick is what they're going to tell you. With the Seven of Cups, then, it could be that the Gemini Collective is very confused about what to do with this relationship, where to go with this person, especially depending on what we have in the rest of the reading. We do have the Lovers card. You know what? I totally forgot to mirror, I think. Yes, I did forget to mirror the video. So yes, we do have the Lovers card and the challenge, by the way. So I'm going to read this as a reversal. With that being said, the deeper meaning behind the Lovers card is making a choice, making a decision. Could be that you find it challenging to make a decision about this person whom you feel like you have a deep magnetic pull towards. And it makes sense. We do have the Seven of Cups in your situation, after all. Maybe a little bit indecisive for the next week. Which, yeah, we'll get to the card I'm looking at that makes me think the word indecisive. But maybe you find it challenging or difficult, at the very least, to see eye to eye with this person, to really pin them down. Maybe this person is slippery for whatever reason. Maybe they have so many excuses as to why they just can't settle down with you. Or maybe they just have commitment issues. No matter the case, this person in your environment with the Queen of Swords definitely seems cold-hearted. So the interpretation of the Queen versus the King of Swords I love to give is the Queen of Swords doesn't have clarity. The King of Swords, therefore, has clarity. Meaning, if the Queen of Swords comes into a placement in a reading, no matter what placement, except for the challenge, obviously, this person has a lot of questions for you, Gemini. They have a lot of suspicions about why you're here in the first place. Are we not in Mercury retrograde still? I don't know if that means you have an ex coming back or you are the ex coming back into this person's life. If so, this person has a lot of questions if you are the ex. If let's say you're just a returning past person, you're not even an ex per se, you're just a friend returning to another friend's life. Like, hey, I hope you're doing well. I keep thinking about you. I wanted to reach out. At the very least, say hi and catch up. If not, at the very most, reconnect and see if we can, mend the bond. So with the Queen of Swords, it's like, okay, well, why are you wanting to mend the bond now? What's changed? Have you changed? Has your circumstances changed? Has your perspective about what I brought to the table changed? Yeah, this person is looking you up and down like, I got a lot of questions, and you're either going to answer them, or we can go back to no contact and being strangers. Somebody that I used to know. With the Ace of Wands, and the similarities or common ground between you both, there's a lot of passion. This is definitely a brand new start between you both. It doesn't have to be that you are brand new people to each other. There's a new perspective, a new form of creativity, new passion to be lit up between you both. It could be new inspiration between you both. A new perspective for sure. I wonder though, it makes me wonder if y'all are looking at each other like, are you just looking at me like a piece of meat and wanting just, skin deep connection with me? Or are you wanting something deeper? And maybe this person in the past wanted something deeper, and then after y'all disconnected, they totally went cold on you. Could be. Something's sparking, some sort of fire is being sparked, relit for some of you that are past people to this person, and for some of the cross watchers that are past people for the Gemini, something new could definitely be sparking between you both. With that being said, we do have that Two of Swords in the possible outcome and or advice. If this is the possible outcome, it could be that you just got too many options as to how to move forward, how to communicate with this person. Should I apologize? Should I make them apologize and take accountability? Should I just keep things, surface level? Should I be all bubbly and excited to, see them? Should I be nonchalant, like, hey, how you been? Keep things short and to the point? Or out of fear of them rejecting you, are you going to over-explain yourself, overextend yourself, right? There's so many options. They said, I'm a Cancer and today is my birthday. Nice. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to all the Cancerians and happy belated birthday to all the Gemini collective. But yes, with that Two of Swords being the possible outcome and or advice, it could be that there's just too many possible ways to reconnect with this person. Maybe you are finding it difficult or challenging to bring this bond, this relationship back together, especially if they're in this energy. If they're behaving cold, like, Gemini, why the heck are you even here? Why? If they're acting cold, then it's like, okay, what do? I don't want to take action. I don't even want to acknowledge I have emotions for this person still in the next week. Instead, my daughter is a Gemini. Okay. And do keep that in mind. These readings don't have to necessarily be romantic in nature. They definitely could relate to family members, coworkers, friends, neighbors, for all I know. So do take what resonates, leave out the rest. But yeah, if this is the advice, I'd say try to get out of your head about it. I'm sure one of these cups, one of these options is going to be the right option for you. Try not to get in your head about it though, Gemini. Do more, think less. With that being said, I want to get one more card to end out this reading. I mean, I know there's a lot of options as to how to move forward with this person or how to communicate at the very least with them. But I mean, what are you to do if this is the energy they're showing up to the situation? It's like, I could do this, I could do that. I could be nonchalant. I could be excited. I could just say, hey. Or I could be like, yo, how you been? Right? Is that going to scare them off? Or are they going to remain cold-hearted, stone-faced? It makes sense why this would be the possible outcome. Being indecisive, not wanting to, acknowledge you have emotions in the situation or feel the pull, the deep magnetic pull you have towards them if it is romantic in nature. No matter the case, I want to remind y'all there is some sort of new beginning sparking for y'all, new opportunity, either in creativity, maybe for a creative, hobby or a creative project between you both. Maybe it is through passion. Maybe it is through inspiration. If you've seen how far this person has came since disconnecting from you, vice versa, if this person has seen how far you've came, maybe that could spark emotions between you both all over again. That being said, we need one card to end out the Gemini Collective reading. One card. What does Gemini Collective need to know moving forward to end out this reading? Alrighty, 3 more shuffles, y'all. A 1, a 2, a 3. Top card is the one we need to see to end out the reading. I love this card. Facing your fears. Yes. Facing your fears, which most of the time when I pull this card, the Two of Swords, I get an idea of being in denial, which definitely in the advice is never a good thing. But do keep in mind, maybe if we are confused or we're in fear, as this card suggests, that is an ego thing. That has everything to do with the ego. Fear and or confusion comes from the ego. Where does love come from then? Not the head, not from the ego. The ego wants to keep us confused. Yes, it's here to protect us from making the same mistakes from the past, but also if this person is confused and or in fear and you want to reconnect with this person, the last thing you want to do is be confused or in fear or in denial, right? Especially if you know 100% that they had emotions for you and maybe they felt played in the past, or, you know, you got the best of their ego to some degree. No matter the case, let's check out this artwork, this beautiful artwork, for a split second longer, and I will read the description of this card. Look for ways to strengthen your connection to the universe and others. Stay peaceful and calm in the knowing of who you are. Yes, because if you know yourself well enough to stay grounded and not to let their fear or their confusion or their denial about this connection affect you, then you can have that reconnection, that reconciliation of sorts that you want, right? But it's never going to be from this energy. It's going to be from a calm and peaceful knowing of who you are. Alrighty, Gemini Collective, I do think that's what I have for you. I hope it helped. I hope it was at the very least entertaining, maybe insightful at the very most. But with that being said, I'm going to have to shuffle the cards back into the deck. Do keep in mind, I will be uploading this reading to my YouTube channel, Free Will Tarot, same title, same logo, sometime in the next 6 hours or so. Yeah, that seems legit. And yes, I hope to see y'all in the next collective reading next Tuesday. Or maybe for a personal paid reading this Sunday. $20 through Cash App. But with that being said, I hope y'all enjoy the rest of the week. And I must move on to the Cancerian reading. Cancer Collective. Thank y'all for being patient with me. If y'all are new here, definitely hit that follow button. I so appreciate it. And if you are returning, thank y'all for all the love and support, for real. This would be so not worth my time if I had 0 folks joining the live stream and commenting, telling me hi, commenting their zodiac sign, commenting that it's their birthday. So thank y'all so much, for real. Alrighty, Cancer Collective. Oh yes, some of y'all already have the scissors ready. What do we have for the Cancer Collective? What does the Cancerian Collective need to know moving forward for the next week ahead as I do weekly readings here at Free Will Tarot. I'm going to remind y'all once again that I will be uploading this live stream to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to that YouTube channel or the other one, Free Will Tarot 2.0. I said my birthday was yesterday. Happy belated birthday. Yesterday, my birthday. Wow, I hate being an empath. It hurts my heart. I do know the feeling. I do know the feeling. Thursday is my 53rd. Happy birthday, y'all. Happy birthday to every one of the Cancerian Collective followers of mine. Whether it be belated or current or early birthday. Will you be doing Taurus today or tomorrow? Actually, the Taurus Collective reading was yesterday. I did upload the video to my YouTube channel. Definitely go subscribe and check out that video if you would like to check it out. But do keep in mind, yes, if you are subscribed to my YouTube channel and life happens, if life does happen, do keep in mind you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. Even if you miss out on the live streams, you can always go to my YouTube channel, check it out. You won't have to miss out on anything. Not a problem. Alrighty, Cancer Collective. What do we have for the Cancer Collective? Do keep in mind, y'all, I also do personal paid readings on Sundays. That's $20 through Cash App for 5 cards, or $10 for 3 cards. That's the 3 cards is the situation, the challenge, and the possible outcome and or advice. It's basically without the 2, the other person, and the similarities between you both, right? So it's basically excluding the person and what makes you similar, or what energy, the shared energies between you both, let's say. All right, Cancerian Collective. Let's go ahead and get started with your reading, shall we? What does the Cancer Collective need to know moving forward for the next week ahead? Let's say about 4 after. 4 after sounds about right. Thank y'all for being patient with me one more time. Oh my goodness. I need my back cracked like a freaking glow stick. Oh yes, 4 after, less than 1 minute. What does the Cancerian Collective need to know moving forward? What can we tell the Cancer Collective? What does the Cancerian Collective need to know moving forward? Put that card back in the deck. Hopefully it doesn't show up again. Ooh. Cancer Collective. We're going to do 3 shuffles in less than a minute. Less than 30 seconds, I'm willing to bet. Thank you for the heart me. Cancer Collective. There it is, 4 after. We need 3 more shuffles, y'all. A 1. A 2. A 3. Alrighty. Y'all know what time it is. I'm about to do the bridge shuffle. What that means for any of you that are new here to Free Will Tarot and what I do, when I do the bridge shuffle, that is the signal to send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety through the comments. So I can then cut this deck. Thank you for the follow. Oh yes. Here it is. And there it was. The bridge shuffle. TWAS twas. Go ahead and send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety so I can then cut this deck. And then let's say about 6 after, we'll get started. One more time, if you have not followed me go ahead and do so now. I so appreciate you. Yes, it doesn't matter if it's scissors or knives or swords, tridents, thumbtacks, clothespins, sharp cheese. A sharp-dressed, handsome feller. Can't believe it's already 7 p.m. I know it. Here in Ohio, it is, anyways, 7:05. But yes, 7:06, we will definitely cut this deck. Sharp cheese, lol. Sharp cheese, yes. A sharp-dressed man. Every woman be loving a sharp-dressed man. I don't know the lyrics to that. It's a ZZ Top. Every girl loves... What? Crazy. Every girl's crazy about a sharp-dressed man. That's what it is. 6:05 in Louisiana. Gotcha. Y'all, 7:06. Enough dilly-dallying. Thank y'all for sending the emojis and or participating in such a way that is definitely fun. With that being said, the deck is cut. Oh yes, let's go. All right, here we go. Cancer Collective, Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. Here is your situation. Here is the challenge. Here is your person of interest. Here is the common ground or similarities between you both. And here is the possible outcome and or advice. Alrighty, a quick reminder, Cancer Collective, this is a collective general reading, so do take what resonates, leave out the rest. It's very unlikely that one specific person is going to resonate with every single interpretation and or example of such, especially if I give an example such as the one I gave in the Gemini reading about multiple choices with Reese cups at the gas station, right? If y'all were here for that reading, you'll understand what I meant. I mean, obviously it's relatable, sure, but who all is going through a situation in which, you know, you're sent to the gas station to get a random Reese's and you're told, oh, get my favorite, you know which one, wink. Okay. And now you have to guess which one's their favorite, right? That's so, like, random. It would be rare that y'all would seriously relate to that, no matter the case. Cancer Collective, in your situation, you have the Four of Cups. This does tell me that maybe you are overlooking something. The universe, God, Spirit, no matter the case, is offering something, an opportunity, let's say. A romantic partner, let's say. A new friend at the very least. A opportunity for a new career, possibly. An opportunity for a new home, maybe. These are all good examples of opportunities per se, but the Four of Cups is like keeping your walls up and looking at this opportunity, this offer, let's say, and a new car. Yeah, for sure. New transportation. It's a good example. But yes, having your walls up as to like, no, I like these three cups right here, just the way they are. I don't need a fourth cup. I'm either staying humble or I don't see the value in what is being offered, right? It's like skimming through a bunch of Pokemon cards and missing out on a shiny, mint condition Charizard. That's a good example. So do keep in mind, maybe you are about to meet someone new. Maybe you are about to get an opportunity for a new car, a new career, a new home. No matter the case. Do keep in mind, you might skim over value in a car that you overlooked. Yes, overlooked. Or a friend that has a lot of resources or knowledge that you could use, a brand new career opportunity in which maybe you're saying to yourself, no, I deserve better than that, when really this could lead to more opportunities, more raises in that field, right? So yes, while you may be bored, while you may be scoffing, let's say, at a certain option that is being given to you, try your best not to overlook this option in the next week. Try not to overlook this opportunity. With that being said, it could be with the Page of Cups and the challenge. Either you're finding it challenging to return the offer of emotions to a friend, a family member, a coworker, a new romantic partner. Maybe you're finding it challenging to do so. Maybe you're finding it difficult to apologize even. I do sometimes look at the Page of Cups as an apology, like being vulnerable, being, childlike, starting over to some degree with your emotions, like, here's my cup of love. I know I fucked up in some way, shape, or form. But if you will, accept this offer, this token, this small apology, it's all I have until you're ready for more. I'm definitely not going to scare you off and love bomb you and give you thousands of compliments. You know what I'm saying? Here. But this will have to do. Until you're ready for more, this is what I have to offer. Maybe you find it challenging to do so. And like I said, it doesn't have to be an apology. Do take what resonates, leave out the rest. With the 9 of Wands and this person's energy. My sister and I got into a little argument. I feel that way. Right? I mean, I don't know what was said. I don't know what was done for you to put this person in a feeling of being hurt, they have their walls up. We want to talk about walls up with, an offer being given to you or a new opportunity being given to you and overlooking something. They definitely have their walls up. Let me approve a comment so y'all can see. Because, if y'all are talking to each other and it makes me approve comments, then, you're not going to be able to see each other's comments. But no matter the case, this person definitely has their wall up. With the 9 of Wands, this is the Wounded Warrior. It's like, oh my goodness, if I have to fight this battle, one more time, okay. But I don't know how much more I can take. So with that being said, it could be that, yeah, this person's walls are up, but they're willing to fight for something, for sure. I don't know if this is someone new, or if I don't think this is necessarily someone from the past that you're trying to apologize to. If this is romantic, I'm saying, take what resonates, leave out the rest. It could be about family, it could be about a friend, But what I'm getting from the 4 of Cups is you're overlooking an opportunity, and this person is possibly fighting to get your attention, or they're just wounded, and you're over here like, nah, I've got my own problems over here to take care of. You definitely might look at this person like, you need a little bit of healing before we begin our friendship or begin to even, talk about dating or offers of emotions. With that being said, yeah, the Four of Pentacles and the similarities or common ground between you both, it does feel like no action is being taken. It does feel like y'all are keeping your money to yourself, keeping your energy, effort, time to yourself. It's like, I've only got so much value. I've only got so much energy to give. I'm on an energetic budget. This is what I miss about doing these readings. Sure, I did all last week readings, but doing this reading is reminding me of so many like interpretations of the cards. That's a good example there. They said, only those that I deem worthy get my time and energy. Yes. With that being said, Four of Pentacles, we're on an energetic budget. If someone was to offer to take you out on a date or get to know you better, you get to know them better, it's like, sorry. I'm on an energetic budget. I just don't have the time, money, energy, effort to give right at this second or maybe ever. If I choose to give that energy or effort, okay. Just keep in mind you're not skimming over an opportunity to really grow, either emotionally or maybe financially, or just at a soul level. No matter the case, maybe there's something you might have to end with this person. If it's a friendship, if it's a job, if it's a home, a way of transportation, there might be something you have to end with said situation. Right? You might need to transform the situation altogether, transmute that negative energy that you might view it as such. If you feel like you deserve better than what's being offered, okay. Then yeah, it might be time to, I think this is pointed towards you as well. Quite possibly. But yeah, with the Death card, this is an ending. It's never an actual death. Please do keep that in mind. I cannot stand it when, people are so like superstitious about the Death card or tarot in general. You might even have watched the tarot movie and been said, oh no, the Death card. Oh no, the Hanged Man. You know what I'm saying? It's not supposed to be taken literal. It's definitely metaphoric. Metaphoric as in a change. An ending, sure, so you can transform the situation into something new. That energy into something new. Because energy never dies. It just gets transformed and transmuted. You can use negative energy, even negative emotions, to motivate you to transform the situation into something positive. So with that being said, if this is the possible outcome, maybe you're about to do just that. Transmute those negative emotions, negative situations, whatever situation you're in, into something positive, into motivation to, bring about something more positive than what's being offered right now. If this is the advice, then yes. Do what you can to put your focus more so on building the new. If all that happens is that you keep focusing on the old, and then you wonder why you keep attracting the same archetype of person or the same type of situations. Let me repeat that. If you keep wondering why you're attracting the same type of person This is why. Because you keep focusing on the problem, on the hurt, on the issues in that situation. Repeating them in your head and how it makes you feel is only going to repeat the cycle over and over again. If we focus on the new, on what we actually want, we'll attract more of that. With that being said, we have one card that we need to pull to end out this reading, to bring a change or a death to the reading. An ending for sure. What is that one card that we need to pull for the Cancerian Collective? What does the Cancer Collective need to know moving forward to end out this reading? 3 more shuffles. A 1, a 2, a 3. Top card is the one we need to see to end out this reading. Okay. Childlike devotion. Which, without reading the bottom of the card, that's kind of what we need in order to focus on more positive ideas, more positive situations being attracted towards our life. What we want. You know? What really sparks childlike wonder within you? Is it going to a amusement park? Is it going to the movies? Is it saving your money? Is it being with family? Is it staying at home? Cuddling up with your pet, your dog, your kitties? No matter the example, do more of that. Do more of what you love to do, and you will attract more themes having to do with what brings you happiness. I mean, which should be so obvious, you know, hey, I'm going to focus on what I want and what I want only. I'm only going to think about the positive things that I liked in that situation. And then moving forward, when I tell people about that situation, I will only bring up the good things from that situation. I'm not going to, oh, I was such the victim in that situation. They did this to me. They did that to me. You know, because if we're to take 100% accountability for our own faults, we don't even have to bring up, you know, our faults in the situation. The blame game is a one-person player game. I allowed it to happen. I didn't create strong enough boundaries. I didn't communicate well enough to set those boundaries. Not to like tear ourselves down, you know, tear down our self-esteem necessarily, but to remind ourselves that, hey, I allowed it to happen to some degree. To some degree, I allowed it to happen, and I'm not going to repeat that. If anything, I'm going to remember the good things about that situation so I can attract more of those good things in the next situation with the next person. Or I just won't date, and I'll just love myself first. You know, until the universe, God, Spirit surprises me, and I somehow stumble upon the next person that actually deserves the emotions I have to give. With that being said, y'all, I think this is what I have. I hope it helped. I hope at the very least it was entertaining. At the very most, maybe it was insightful. With that being said, please do hit the follow button if you care to do so. If you like the energy I bring to these readings, keep in mind I will be uploading this live stream tonight in the next 5 or 6 hours or so to my YouTube channels. Hello, Finch Girl. Hope all is well. Good job, thanks. You make sense to me. I appreciate that. Alrighty, y'all. Yeah, but this is what I have. I hope to see y'all in the next Cancerian Collective reading. Next Tuesday, about a half hour ago, 25 minutes ago, is when you need to set your alarm. And yeah, I also do personal paid readings, $20 through Cash App, or $10 if it's for 3 cards. 20 for 5 cards, 10 for 3 cards. That's on Sundays. Alright, with that being said, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next live stream. Much love, take care, have a good night, y'all.